welcome to the
Brodies
and we're back.
at the Brazil.
A bunch of bros.
On a Zoom.
I love the way you said Zoom, man.
Love that energy. Love that energy.
Hey, I'm Mr. Brown,
Slim.
Cass.
Hey, Anthony.
and we back at it. And this is gonna be a special. We are the Brodies, where we bring we bring the barbershop to the college, and there was some things went down this week that I had to discuss with my Brodies, my fellow meetings of the minds. Like these, we got to get our thoughts about double standards, and we're gonna get into it. But it happens every once and again that we are graced with story time, and my brother said he got a story to tell, a story to share, and I'm all ears, brother. I'm all ears. Let me get my popcorn real quick.
This is gonna be good. Let me hear this.
I'm so nervous.
All right. I miss y'all first and foremost. It's so good to see y'all. So remember maybe season 1 when I went to the gas station, right? And that truck pulled up with the 4 chicks in there, one who just got out of jail. Let me tell you how, I don't know if I did something in my past for Carmen to catch up with me, but she finally caught me yesterday. So
Wait, I'm lost. So what's this?
okay, a little back then.
The reason he's named Slim is because of this story. Go ahead, boy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Many moons ago, B. Anthony. Many moons ago, I was getting gas one time, and I'm sitting there. I'm getting gas, and this truck pulls up. It's 4 women in there, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and all I hear is "Hey yo!" So I act dumb. It was like, "Hey yo, Slim." Ain't nobody outside but me. So I turn around and say, "How y'all doing?" Right? She was like, "We good. How you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good. You got a girl?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, it don't really matter. I want to get to know you." I was like, "Nah." And she's like, "Well, I just got out." And I'm like, "Out of jail?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm fresh out." And I was like, "Oh man." So what happened was I gave her who number? I started with Brown area code, and then I put like New York, like I put a bunch of numbers together just to throw her off, right? So I'm thinking I'm fine. I dodged the bullet. I'm safe, right? Fast forward time. Yesterday, I'm at my new school, right? And we are doing Chromebook drop off. So parents can bring their old Chromebooks in to get new ones and get like new teacher materials for their students, right? So the section I'm in the snack unit. So when people come up, they can get a snack, get a piece of some water, cookies, whatever, and they can go with their kids, right? So I'm sitting there and I can see traffic coming in, like it's almost like a U. And I'm like, yo, I seen that truck before. But I was like, nah, that can't be it. Like, ain't no way. So, cars keep coming by, they keep coming by. And finally, this Tahoe pulls up. And all I hear is, yo. When she said, yo, I immediately froze up. I already knew who she was talking to. She said, you gave me the wrong number, Slim. I didn't know what to say. I was like, my phone got disconnected. She was like, nah, you playing. I was like, listen, my bad. You scared me, okay? I was very honest. Right? Here's what made me feel. Here's how the world comes together. She goes, what grade are you teaching? I go, I'm teaching 2nd grade math. She was like, do you have blank blank as your student? And I go, yes. That's my niece.
Oh shit, you about to be best friends with her.
This is the greatest moment ever.
Yeah. I love this.
I was completely at awe. She's like, so I'm gonna talk to you more often because I have my niece stays with me. I said, with you? She said, yes.
With you, like she lived with you?
I was like, so you raised her? She stayed with me, Slim. The punk in me, y'all want some snacks? Like, give me 2 waters and 2 Doritos. I gave her 3 bottles of waters and 4 bags of Doritos. She said, I appreciate you. I see you soon. The rest of my evening, I couldn't even function. I couldn't function.
Oh shit.
I said, how in the hell did this come back to find me?
That's funny. That's funny.
God.
I'm mad she said, yo, you gave me the wrong number. Oh,
The way she said, yo, I knew who it was. I said, oh, hell
Hey,
no.
yo,
You know
Slim.
she tried that number more than once. That's what makes it worse. She definitely tried to call you like 4 or 5 times.
She was, I kept calling that number. She's like, but she's like, it wasn't your voice. I was going, I don't know who number it was. I just made up a random number. I definitely used Brown area code. I put the rest of 7 digits, the rest of the numbers together.
I mean, they're always hiring teachers if you want to find a new job or
I feel like God is punishing me for something I did in my past. I don't know what I did.
She punished you for that lie you did the first time, nigga.
I didn't lie. I was just thinking quick on my feet. It's just the difference.
wow.
But man,
Hey,
like
yo, Slim.
she said, yo, I was like, I know that voice. I know that voice. I said, when she said that student's name, I said, actually, she's number 1 on my list of kids.
So isn't now this is a serious question. This is new to me. As teachers, when situations like that arise, because there's a potential conflict of interest, or if there's a something that could arise from that, couldn't you request to be moved to a different classroom, or could you talk to your superiors, or is it that serious?
So Brian, I'm gonna let you know a little something. As a teacher, we get hit on all the time.
Shut up.
It ain't gonna happen. I had somebody's father ask me out on a date one time, bro. It is what it is. He was like, yo, let's go do some wall climbing and whatnot.
That'll probably make the situation worse if you tried to get out of the class because she'd be like, oh, so now you don't want to teach my niece.
Yeah.
Yo, it is what it is, bro. You take it on the chin and you keep it moving. Yeah.
Oh, this is a movie idea. I need to develop this. This is
we just look pretty and we say we in relationships. We understand why women say they got boyfriends all the time. And that's what you say. Oh, I got a girl. I got a girl. I got a girl.
Wow.
I got a girl. I got a girl.
I got a girl. You say it in Spanish. Like you just mastered the term, I got a girl.
Yeah. And that's a good segue into double standards.
When I tell you, I saw my soul leave my body. It was like Gerard. He said, Gerard, to some. He said, I'm gone. I said, you gotta stay with me. You can't leave me. Like I need you. I saw my soul literally leave my body. She was like, yeah, you gave me the wrong number. As she's smoking a Newport. Said, oh man, it's real now, man.
Wait, she's smoking a Newport around all the other kids?
So her niece was in the back, but she was in the front. Her and some other girl. The other girl was just laughing.
That's what I'm saying. Were like other students around you? Like
no. So it was like everyone's in their vehicle except for the teacher. So they drive around, and when she got to me, she was like, "Hey, yo," and I knew who it was. Like the fright, like something came over my body. I was like, "Oh damn, she back." Like, how she find me here? And when she said like her niece's name, I was like, no, this can't be right. She said, yeah, she's like, that's my niece. So like I take care of her. I was like, meaning like you raise her, right?
you raise her? Like she
lives
literally
with you. She
like
was
you feed her?
She was like, yes, Slim, as she smiled. And I saw smoke come out her mouth, like, yeah, I got you now. I was like, okay.
Well, I know who's coming to every parent-teacher conference.
Hey, yo, Slim.
Oh, wow.
That's like, I might start ending the program like that from now on.
Yo.
And we are the Brodies. Hey, yo, Slim.
Yo, if I ever go missing, y'all know who to look for first, okay? Y'all know who to question first. But I said, how is this possible? How?
So wait, I'm sorry. Did she ask for your phone number again?
Nah. She ain't actually. But at some point, you gonna get it though, because that's how you can be because we doing obviously it's distance learning, so you need to call these parents or guardians and check in and let them know what's going on. So at some point, I'm gonna have to talk to her, whether it's like FaceTime, text. Like I'm gonna have to talk to her.
She's gonna FaceTime you with the titties out. Watch.
I was going to say the FaceTime is going to be the way she gets you.
She's gonna FaceTime with the titties out. Watch. She's gonna catch you.
I don't like you.
That's what's gonna happen. Or you gonna be talking to the niece and she just gonna walk in the background butt ass naked, just.
And I had to talk to people about that this week. We was talking about appropriate dress, and we was like, this policy is not just for the kids. It's for anybody who may walk across the camera.
Mhm,
Please be appropriate.
Please put clothes on. Like, yeah.
Got me trying to turn your camera off real quick on the Zoom.
I will let you know how that friendship develops moving forward throughout the school year.
Okay.
Wait, did you get her name?
She didn't even tell me her name, man. I didn't ask.
So wait, she knows you, but you hardly know anything outside of the niece.
That's it. All I know is the niece, and I have like contact information for the niece. Like I have like the contacts, the number and their email. So obviously, like I'm new at this place, so I call my list of kids and say, hey, I'm Mr. Renfro. I'm teaching second grade math. Whoever I called, they didn't answer. So I left a voicemail. So obviously, obviously I have to talk to parents. They have my number and whatnot, but.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I can't wait to hear this shit. This is gonna be a good year.
Very nervous about where this is going.
How do you think I felt yesterday? It's hot. I'm sweating instantly. Instant sweat just starting to rise. And I was like, I know I'm hydrated. I've been drinking water all week. Sweating.
You know what's funny? Last time you saw her, you had short hair. So now that your hair grown out, she probably was like, "Oh, look at him grew his hair out for me." Oh man,
curls for me.
It sounds like an episode of Snap waiting to happen.
For my man, Fatal Attraction,
all of it,
all them joints. So
all of it.
I think this is perfect because we talk about double standards, and women are known to give men fake numbers for their safety, and it seems the same thing has applied in this particular case. but real talk, I want to have a meeting of minds with you fellas because if you haven't known America, Cardi B came out of her retirement or whatever, her hiatus or whatever she was doing, and she dropped her new single and video with Megan Thee Stallion, not to be confused with the regular Megans out there in the world, but Megan Thee Stallion. For that WAP. And first of all, fellas, did y'all all get a chance to see WAP and hear WAP?
I mean, I watched that video like at midnight when it dropped. I ain't gonna lie. I was up for it.
You was waiting for it?
Yeah, I was.
Penelope asleep?
No, she wasn't home. Where was she? No, she wasn't home. I was by myself.
Did you put it on the incognito window?
No. Oh, that's why. It dropped on Thursday, and she does her girls' night, so like she doesn't get back to like 12:31. So I was like, all right, I was just in bed like, let me just watch this shit and see what's going on.
Ooh, wow.
And that shit.
My lotion. I'm just playing. So Cass saw WAP. B. Anthony, you seen WAP?
I did see WAP. I did. I thought it was colorful.
Did you like the visuals?
I thought the visuals were very clear. Okay. I am confused though. Now, the version that I saw, they bleeped out a lot, but the visuals themselves look like it needed to be on someone's OnlyFans like situation.
It was wet and gushy. It was wet
very
and
wet,
video.
Wet and gushy. All jokes aside, I thought the video was great. I think the song is fun, but I'm just confused about the whole. Why do we have to have a Kardashian or a Jenner in the video? That
you see, to me, I think that's why that's the only issue I ever had with the video. It's just because, especially after what went down with Meg and Kylie Jenner and all that stuff.
That video was shot way before she got shot. Damn.
You could have edited her out because her scene was literally just a walkthrough. So you could either just not had it or redid that. But nah, I just think she's a culture vulture, so that's why I didn't like her.
I do appreciate the fact that it's probably one of the smartest things that either of them could have done, and hopefully it's changing the narrative about females working together in hip hop. And
doing that single-handedly.
Say it again.
So Meg is doing that single-handedly. She's done with Nicki, Beyonce, Cardi.
Yeah, I think that's a good move, and hopefully, it just continues. I also saw. I just went on a downward spiral with music videos. I saw the Technology 6ix9ine guy and Nicki Minaj.
Wait, did you say the technology?
Takashi, what's his name?
He called him what? Technology. Takashi. Takashi 6ix9ine.
Yo, he said technology. He was like technology 69. Like
Yeah.
I
I know that boy. I think I see. You know the boy with the colorful, the one that like Rainbow Bright. You know the one I'm talking about.
When he said technology, I was like, is he about to talk about that 50 Cent and Justin Timberlake song? I was like, where's this going?
God, no, that piece of crap. No, I saw that, and again, I don't know what's going on with Nicki, but something just seems to be off kilter. Especially.
We'll come back to her. We'll come back to her.
Okay, well, no, but my point is that I like the video, and that's all I'll say right now because my pastor watches.
Hey, yo, Slim.
Way to clean that up, man.
Hey, yo, Slim. What you got to say about the WAP?
Oh, you know, I'm here for the video. I'm here for the ratchet. But I will say, I felt like Meg killed her verse. Nicki could have. I mean, not Nicki. Cardi could have came a little more.
Ooh, I got something for that one. She
could have came a little better than what she did. But at the end of the day, I'm here for it. I thought the video was dope. And they talk and they talk, just like men talk, they talk and they talk. And because I think they're considered women, they shouldn't move in that certain direction.
But that's such an old conversation.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I support it. I'm here for it. And shout out to Meg and Cardi for that collab. I appreciate it, man.
I just want to get back to the Cardi verse because I felt that way at first. Like when I first started listening to the song, I was like, I knew Megan was gonna come in and body it. At first with Cardi, I was like, I didn't like her slow flow compared to Meg. I felt like she could have did more. But then as I started to listen to her song more and more, because I really love the beat and I love the background vocals of there's these holes in this house. I love that. I don't know why that background vocals.
That's Yin Yang Twins, isn't it?
I don't know.
That go back even further. That's on like some Uncle Luke days.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just know that shit was fire. But Cardi's verse is grew on me more and more because it's like that slow. Because it's like I feel like it's a good opposite of what Meg did. It's like that good slow. Like you let Meg do the fast bars because Meg could rap, but like Cardi, like all right, I'm coming with my slow. Like I want you to hit her words. Like when she said that little dangly thing in the back of my throat, I was like, yeah, that's Cardi. I was like, if she actually said the term, I would have been like, no.
That's not Cardi. That's not how you talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
that's how you say it, but you don't say it.
I was like nasty.
So this some my thoughts. I was like you, Cass. I first heard Cardi's verse, and I kind of like I think I've heard this song before, and it didn't feel fresh and new. And then Meg came on, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep listening. I was like, yeah, hit that thing, Meg. Like you
came in firing.
You keep going hard on it, and so like as a pure hip hop, pure rap stan, I was like, okay, I this is a bop, and you give homage to the old rap. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. If you see them, point them out. Yeah, that's a Florida rapper. It might not be Luke, but I know the song. I got to go back in my bag.
Okay.
I ain't that old. So I started. This is where the rub lies, fellas. A few days after this comes out, I hear all this outrage, maybe from a lot of dudes, about the lyrics and the contents and the tainting of daughters and not being good role models. And I started thinking, like, wait a minute. First of all, you niggas allowed them Yin Yang Twins to aggressively whisper in your ear about their dick for a generation, and y'all ain't had shit to say. Not a goddamn thing to say. And I'm pretty sure your baby mama was up there dancing with you to my neck, my back in the club, and you ain't say a goddamn thing when Little Kim, Foxy Brown, all these other people come up here talking about.
Don't forget Trina.
The baddest, all that. I'm confused. Like I just feel like it's a dead argument, and the fact that we don't hold dudes up to the standards. I'm like, we still having this conversations in 2020 or maybe all us finally started having kids and now we feel a certain kind of way about the music. I'm like, yo, you talk to the same girls that was listening to the same music, and these shit's got degrees.
Some of them are your wives now. Like, they're your wives now. That was because if you have a problem with WAP, then you better have a problem with Slob on My Knob. You better have an issue with Slob on My Knob.
Maybe they projecting, Cass. Maybe they upset with who their baby mamas is. and they don't want their daughters to be like they trash ass baby mamas.
Yeah, they just looking at their baby mama bumping that like, oh, why'd I do this? Oh,
I hate her now.
Brown, you brought up a good point. Like, you look at that the song 2 Chainz, Drake, and Kendrick.
Fucking problems?
Yeah, when Kendrick said, "Girl, I know you want this." Clearly, like, and people are mad at Cardi and Meg for talking they talk. Like, come on, like.
Yo,
but here's the thing: if you have an issue with the song, just don't listen.
No, it's even deeper than that. Let's go deeper than rap. Because we talking about double standards and we don't want our women to do and our daughters, whatever. Cardi B's verse is geared towards one fucking man.
Word.
One man. Her verse is geared to one man and telling other women. When she said, I don't cook and clean, but I still got the ring, I was like, oh.
Nah, that line was hard.
Bodied it. Bodied it. And I'm like, yo, we upset that a married woman talking about having sex with her husband? Get out of here, you hypocritical.
One dude. Just one dude.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, that does make it a little weird for me. I was like, damn, she's talking about Offset, and like I could see Offset, but that's just like any artist that like raps, and I know that like I could see the significant other. I'm like,
But that's the thing. Like we want to celebrate the traditional family, right?
Right.
Like, why ain't no sexy music for couples? I want my cause the antithesis of a WAP is something I don't want. I don't want no dry nothing, man.
Everybody wants a WAP. Everybody wants a WAP. So that's why I don't see the issue. Like, you want the WAP. You don't want a DAP. You want a WAP. You don't want a DAP. You want the WAP.
Celebrate this beautiful love within a marriage where she let you hit the dangly thing in the back of her throat. If my wife ain't talking this nastiness, then I don't want her to be my wife.
I don't want her. I'm like, no, baby, you not nasty enough. You not nasty enough. If you can't do what Cardi said, I don't want you. I don't want you.
That's gonna be first date questions. Have you listened to WAP?
Yep.
Can you do what Cardi said? Oh no. Check, please. This is done. We're not even going here.
Check off 3 of my boxes. I don't want you. If you're not Cardi nasty or Megan nasty,
she gave you the blueprint.
You want
why we getting upset at it?
You want the WAP so you could give her the had.
I caught that right away. Just wow.
Oh man.
Do you think that you still have a lot of men in hip hop, like your TIs, for example, that help ideas, or when it comes to women talking like that, the way, for example, how he handled his whole daughter, and just the view of how women are still dealt with. Do you think when you have men in the industry still thinking that way, that kind of perpetuates?
Well, Clifford's weird. And I'm gonna tell you like this.
Nah,
Clifford, when he talks about his daughter, when he said the things about his daughter is weird because when he talks about the aspects he wants in a wife, if you listen to any of his music, he goes, they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Well, listen, shorty, maybe I don't want a housewife. He said that in bars, and he said it on more than one song. He had song Porn Star, Pussy Popper #1, What's My Name? Oh, I'm like, T.I.'s been saying the kind of woman he's wanted for years, that he never wanted a clean, prissy kind of, he wants someone that is sexually free. He said that on numerous songs. Now, I don't know how that applies to his daughter. That's that weird misogyny coming out, but it seems like his partner can be free, but not your daughter, which I kind of can see, maybe.
I would say, playing devil's advocate, do you think it's more like, while you're living under my house, I don't want you doing none of that stuff. But as soon as you go out on your own, do you live your life? Do you what you want?
I don't know. I don't want to speak specifically for him, but I think to bring it home to what we're talking about, I think men having the conversation, not us, but there are men out there who still put those restrictions on women as to what they are, quote unquote, allowed to do or how they should put themselves, to the world or what their expectations are. But you rarely hear a conversation like this where it's just like, well, hey, what would make you WAP? I don't know. Like, you very rarely hear that though, just to keep it balanced.
Well,
what
I
would
think
make you WAP? Oh, that's lovely. I'm using that.
I think niggas is insecure personally.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we like try to control women, because we afraid that we didn't really give that much to offer. Like when you feel insecure, you feel like you got to control. Like if it's not the money, it's not this, like what are you actually bringing to the table? Because you're not cooking for her, you're not cleaning for her. Are you paying her bills? What are you doing for her that makes her want to stay? And if you realize in your heart of heart you're really not doing much of anything, then you might try to control the narrative. Like, no, don't dress so sexy, don't do all this kind of things.
Right.
Everything of that nature. Now the thing is that with kids, personally, I don't want none of my kids having sex under my roof. Man, woman, child, whatever. Like, you are a child. No, because what's gonna happen? Daddy gonna have to pay for that little wonderful bundle of joy, and and I don't know if you know, money don't grow on trees. But but that's me making sure that of equity and equitable, or like there ain't no double standards in my house, because I feel like I gotta be the one to break those things. But I know there's men out there, Boosie, that's like, let me get I want my son to do all this reckless sexual things, but I would never want my daughter to do that. And I feel, no, I don't want my children sex before they're ready to do so. Like, you better be like, oh, you about to have sex, son? Do you love her? Do you love her? The love her for 18 years worth of love?
Are you about to marry her? Is there a ring? I go with Brown. I just don't want it under my, like, while you're living with me, I don't want it.
Got it.
But as soon as you like move out, or like you're going to, even if you go to college, if you come back, just not in my house. Like, do that shit when you're in school, or just not in my house. You do it anywhere else, I really don't care. Or as soon as you're like above it, like over than 18, it's your life, bro.
Okay.
I'll be here for advice.
I got a question for y'all. I get where Brown's coming from. I get where Anthony's coming from in Cass. How many of us have been to a chick house and messed around knowing her parents are upstairs, or whatever the case might be?
Actually, I haven't done that. I think maybe once, because I usually brought people back to mine personally, just because I just felt more comfortable.
So you can control the environment, like
yeah. Like, I know who coming. I know the apartment. I know the sounds of the floor. I know the door. Like, I know everything. And then plus, I don't got to travel back home in New York. You got to take the trains and stuff. I ain't trying to do that.
Okay.
I had some girl try to talk me into it. I did not feel comfortable, G. I ain't know. That's that Southern in me. And I respect my mama's house. We ain't doing that tomfoolery. And she's like, nah, let me get it. I'm like, nah, bitch, who you talking to? Nah, that's not what we do. The Lord said.
No whistle.
No means no. I'm not doing this in your mama's house. Stop that. Nah.
I was talking to a girl in the Bronx. I stopped that because I was like, oh, you too far. I'm not doing this. I'm not traveling to you. And then I felt bad about her coming to see me in Brooklyn. And I was like, yeah, we're not doing this. No, not doing it.
It's crazy times, man. Crazy times.
Man.
How about you, Slim?
Here's the thing about the WAP, though. Have y'all like listened to it like out in public?
No, wait up, Cass. He got to answer the question. He asked us the question. He need to answer the question before we move on. If he ever been there.
Don't make me call Cam.
I just talked to her too not too long ago. I just talked to Cam. But Cam is my mom. For those who are listening, Cam is my mom.
Maybe I should move close to the screen too.
Damn, it's an interview. The most I've done is like cuddle in my parents' house, but I've never.
What?
Never.
You said cuddle? Stop those lies.
You did the dance off, pants off. The horizontal mamba.
I like that one. The horizontal mamba. I like that one.
What are you doing the Macarena for?
Yeah,
Slim,
oh God.
Slim, were you tickling belly buttons from the inside?
No, I'm not a belly button kind of guy. Some of my thing.
Hey, yo, Cass. Speaking of Slim and WAP, right? Now this is a lyric that got Slim's name written all over it.
I heard it and I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen.
Do tell these lovely
So
lyrics.
Megan said
Megan Thee Stallion.
that
What Megan say?
if you let her eat an ass, she'll call you a bottom feeder. I was like, good Lord.
I was like, I'm a bottom feeder. Ayy, I'm a bottom feeder. Ayy.
You's a shrimp.
You
Come on, nigga, you a crab. Oh, you. So no bottom feeding for you, sir. It's Megan Thee Stallion, though. It's Megan. Megan B.
We have to talk off offline.
Off the call. We talk off the call. We just talk off. But no, but my question before, have y'all listened to the song like out in public?
Like by myself?
Yeah.
Like if I'm chilling and driving, no, okay, I'll rewind that. The other day I was driving and like it was nice, like the windows down and it came on the radio. So it's just me chilling. And then like I see a Mercedes truck pull up. It's like two dudes in there. I turned that station so quick. I say, yo, they ain't about to clown me.
I ain't gonna lie. That song is on my gym playlist. I bump into it if I'm like going to work. I'll have it blasting. I think the song is hard. I really don't care. The beat and like the background of They're These Hoes, I think that's so hard. Like I really can't wait to the remix because you know there's gonna be a remix of like an all-female remix, and I think it's gonna be
Already all female now.
Yeah, you know it'd be a dope remix. Meg, Cardi, Little Kim,
Nicki. I gotta throw Nicki in there.
Nicki, and Foxy on that. I think.
No,
Yeah.
Remy? What about Remy Ma? I think Remy will go in.
Okay, I take Fox out, put Remy in.
No,
I think that'd be dope.
I'm gonna change the narrative. I don't want none of the people you just said. I want to hear what it sound like with Rhapsody on that bad boy. Let her express her sexuality on that bad boy. But like,
Yo, if I heard Rhapsody on that, I don't know how I'd feel. I'll be like, wait, should I like this?
you know she gonna kill it though, because
Like her flow and lyrically, she's gonna body it. But listening to like her voice, like the sound of her voice in my ears to this song, I'm just be like,
She might kill it though. Like she might put a whole different perspective on it, man.
yeah, have you heard the guy version of that song?
I don't want to hear that.
I saw something on Twitter, but like I know Plies responded to it, and I think Safari did, but I'm not really.
Of course they did.
Safari had his own version. That shit is hilarious.
I don't think I would listen to it.
I wish we could play audio, but bro, I was crying when I heard the lyrics. I was like, yo, he didn't waste no time. He said, I'm gonna make my money. That shit is hilarious.
Safari made it strictly for his OnlyFans page. That's what he did.
Hey. You know people buying it, so.
All right.
I was like this, thinking about the Rhapsody conversation, man, and like getting her on the track. The thing is, I think about when Andre 3000 started doing all them remixes, and it was like, dang, Andre, I didn't know you was gonna go off like that, and like you're on all these remixes. And he said in interviews, like, most of the time I'll be on a lot of remixes on a lot of people's songs, but niggas just don't ask. They think I'm so great, nigga, just pick up the phone call, nigga. Worst I can say is no.
I'm calling. I would call him for, yo, Andre, you want to do this? No? All right, cool. I'll call you again like in a week.
So he could be up on the Walking Out remix. Like, that was such a dope remix because, like, you went from a dance song to some more Walking Out like Usher. If I told you real talk, I probably wouldn't trust you. I was like, ooh, he killed that beat. He killed a little Walking Out little song and did all that thing. All right, so that was the first instance of double standards this week, right? The second one I want to bring up, Kamala Harris. Shout outs to Kamala Harris being representing the HBCU. I'm going to put that on top of that, being the first HBCU grad, a vice president, first Black woman. First,
Isn't she an AKA?
Huh?
Isn't she an AKA?
Yeah, she's an AKA from Howard, of Asian descent up in there. Like, she got a lot of things coming up. And I would say some critiques of her are merited. We know that she needs to address. Like, you were the DA, and we don't mess with the ops. And you know how we feel. We feel how we feel about the popo for show.
The DA, it's like it sucks, but it's like it's her job.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Like I'm an adult. I understand that. Like
They give
she
her a
locked
cake.
up black men. I'm like, nigga, she did her job. What you wanted to do? Get fired, niggas?
Like, you
Stop
brought the
that
case
dumb
to me,
conversation.
so I'm gonna do it. Like, so
On the other side to that too is she's coming into a well-established system of how things were crafted or made for men of color in some respects. So I think in order to keep up with the boys club or whatever, she had to do her job and then some. Now granted, I don't think that's an excuse, but I think it's proven that when women are in those types of positions, they can't, rarely do they get the opportunity to show any biases or, leniency. Yeah. So that being said, I still have my question mark moments with her, but I'm just like that with everyone who's potentially going to take.
no, don't get me wrong. Like I have my question marks too, but then also, if you really want to play devil's advocate, it's like, okay, don't get arrested and put yourself in that position. Now I understand that can be, that's a huge gray area, very fucking huge gray area. But
Talk to some niggas now. You know how the game go. We know how the game go.
nah, trust me, I know how the game goes. So that's why I'm like, yo, it's like I get it. It's a huge gray area, but then it's also like, don't, as best as you can, try not to put yourself in that situation. But
Well,
either way,
I think too, we're just now in 2020 having, amongst everybody, we're just at the point now where everyone is open to having the conversation of what the laws are like for people of color in this country and how the law is executed for people of color in this country. And so I'm 1,000% sure that the person that she was back then has evolved.
yeah.
But then also, I think you have to, going back to my original point, you have to look at what she was working in and really, work out how she had to navigate that system. So I don't know if that's enough for a negative with me. I'm just more fascinated with the fact that Biden actually picked her because they really hated each other.
Baby. I ain't hate you. Just because I criticize you don't mean I hate you, baby. That mean I love you. I criticize you with love. Criticize you with love. I had to call him out on his racism so we can go ahead and get that out of the picture by the time Trump tried to come out and call people out on racism, which is weird when Trump is trying to do these weird kind of mishmash kind of, like, you can't criticize nobody for some stuff that you're actively doing right now.
I mean, he is a person of color.
Ooh.
He's orange.
Trump. Okay. I see what you did there.
I tried.
Yeah. What? But I had to let it process.
I see what you did there.
Okay, well, that one
Like it
flopped.
went over my head and then I caught it. It was like, oh, I got it.
Note to self, don't do that again. Got it.
But no, this is the thing that was pissing me off, because like I think that's very valid. You being a prosecutor and doing prosecutorial, you know how the damn word go. But calling her out and saying, "Oh my God, she's so mean. She was mean to Joe Biden and mean to Brett Kavanaugh in a way that she's like the maddest person in the whole Senate." And I'm like, wait up, my nigga. And this is me talking to you, America. Like, wait up, my nigga. You the same nigga that like dictators in North Korea and Russia, and you like the strong man. You love them, Trump. You be all on they nut sacks, and you be like, yeah, you put people in a place, and you bully journalists, and you love that shit. But when a woman does it, she's mean and nasty. We still doing that in 2020? Like, is that still a valid argument that women
got him the White House the first
and
time.
angry? And she wasn't even that mad and angry. I watched them damn debates. I was like, yeah, get him Kamala. And Brett was all sweaty and making that pouty face and drinking his water. And I was like, man, like, I just had to bring it to you fellas. Is it? Am I missing something here, or is he just being a bitch?
Probably the latter. I just think part of me feels like it's politics. That's one component of it. But the other part is that women, it sucks. Like, they have to really fight for anything that they go after in this country. And unfortunately, I don't see it changing anytime soon. And I don't really know what the result of that is.
Dude, this is like my personal my personal theory. I truly think Kamala's going to be president because I don't think Biden's going to finish the term. Because I do think he's going to win just based off like how people are just mad at Trump. So I'm crossing my fingers. But this is my personal.
Go vote. Vote.
Vote, nigga, vote. Nigga,
Jesus.
you don't vote. But I truly think Biden's going to win off of that. And I just don't think Biden mentally is competent enough to finish his term. Even though I did say this about Trump, and look where we're at, knock on wood. I do think that Kamala's going to end up becoming president because of that and like finish like the last 3 years, possibly 2. So I do think it's on the rise of changing. Like it's like a slow candle burn. Like it's gonna be a slow burn. Like we're gonna get there, but it's just gonna be a slow burn through it. But I think Kamala being VP is gonna be like I feel like Michelle Obama, like she was one of the catalysts or like starting point for, like she lit the candle and then it'll just slowly keep burning and going from there.
So this is going to sound bad, and I think I know the answer to this. If we're looking at what happened 4 years ago with Hillary versus Kamala, would you feel more comfortable with her in the seat of the president?
Hillary's not likable. I'm sorry to say, Hillary wasn't a likable person, and I begrudgingly, I was thinking about this other day. I'm gonna backtrack. I was thinking about, other than 2008 and 2012, all my votes for president been oppositional votes. I wasn't voting for somebody. I was voting against somebody. I voted against George W. Bush. That was my first presidential vote. I was like, come on, Kerry, we got to win because he's a dummy and we can't let this dummy get 4 more years. And apparently white people was like, nah, we love the dummy. And then we saw this dummy let New Orleans drown. And now this dummy seems like a way better president than the asshat we have in office right now. Go figure, George W.
George Bush was dumb. Trump was just like an asshole. It's like, it's like when you think about it, it's like I can live with dumb. I can't live with an asshole.
Yeah, and I don't think he only does things for self. I don't think George W. did things for self. He generally did things he thought was what needed to be
done.
And there's a difference. Like he wasn't doing things for narcissistic ways. He actually was trying to bring Latinos and Black people into the Republican Party and not with racism. like George W. Bush's brand of racism is the aloof, ignorant white person kind of racism. Like, you know that's racist, right? Nigga, I didn't know that. I don't hang around enough Black people to know what's racist and whatnot. But like Trump is like that active racism. Like, nigga, you know what you're doing. You know that shit is. And you only do the shit for self.
Trump is like Leonardo DiCaprio and Django.
Yeah. He on that. He on that. And that's why I be like, I'm so confused. Like, as a Black person, you know, Kamala don't rub me wrong like Hillary rubbed me wrong. Hillary Clinton, for lack of a better word, came off like a Karen to me. She seemed like she was entitled. And she thought that the presidency was hers, because I was still rubbed wrong from how she acted when Barack Obama won the nomination. And now she kind of acted like that was her seat that he stole from her. I'm like, nah, bitch, we ain't like you like that. And personally, I voted for John Edwards. I didn't even vote for Barack Obama that year because I didn't think white people was going to support a Black man, and I threw my vote away in the primaries. I'm sorry, Barack Obama.
So, in the spirit of double standard, though, had Hillary been a man acting the exact same way, would you have made the same choice?
It was like Hill Clinton versus Barack Obama and John Edwards.
Yeah,
I still would have voted John Edwards before I found out he was cheating on his cancer wife and all that.
Brown, for me, it was Kamala doesn't seem fake. Like, she seems more genuine. Like, to me, Hillary just seems all fake. Like, what she showed you in, like, the campaigns and all that debates is like, that's not you. For better or for worse, at least to me, Kamala at least seemed like, no, that's her on stage. That's the real her, or at least more real than Hillary. So that's why I would tend to go Kamala. Whether you agree or not, that's personally up to you. But at least for me, she seemed more genuine to me. And if she wasn't, she faked it better. And then you're a better actor. So.
Well, yeah, my side eye was more at this notion of really seeming anything, especially in the way the media really shapes narratives now. I just don't know if that's even a valid argument, because the news can really, or anyone now, can make you look a certain way if they really want you to. So I guess that's more of a towards me, in that I can't even go with that line of thinking, because I don't know what I'm getting when I'm looking at these people
and
campaigning.
No, that's a very good statement. It's just that, but you have to go off something. So it's like, I have to go off what you're giving me. Like
Well, right now for me, as I'm listening, I'm trying to keep it with policy and how they're viewing the world or their response. So like, for example, when Trump was running and they were asking 4 years ago about Black men getting killed, I remember the one thing that he said was law and order. And I'm like, wait, what? Like that has nothing to do with that's the polar opposite of what you want to say in a moment like this, you know. But it was very telling for me, versus me just going off the fact that I don't like him because, you know, of the vibe or the impression that he's giving. I'm trying to really pay attention to the policy. And I thought Hillary had good policies. I thought on paper she was a good candidate, but it's interesting to me. I'm not saying it's right or wrong when people just stop at the fact that she's not likable. I just, you know.
I know, and that's a double standard that we got for women. So what you say? Do you feel better about Kamala over Hillary?
Yeah. And
he said that shit so fast.
Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, Hillary, is she all there? No, it's a couple of things missing upstairs. It is. I'm just keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. How she carries herself and how she relates to people. I haven't drank that Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying? But with Kamala, it seems, like you said, it seems more genuine. It seems like, you know, she's been in the trenches. Like, she knows what it's like to like be Black and just know how to relate to individuals and talk to them and get them to vote. And just being seen in her, I feel like she's able to make that connection moving forward. But at the end of the day, man, I'm rocking with Kamala, you know. Rocking with Kamala, hands down.
That's an easy pick this time.
I feel like Barack too. Also, likability played a huge part in him, because he just seemed like you just seemed like I would want to meet him, talk to him, and like I feel like he could relate to anybody you put in front of him. So I feel like that also helped his campaigns as well. Because that's why, like, likability, I feel like it plays a part. Depending on the person, that could make or break you. And I feel like for Barack, it made him. Also, besides being Black too, because we all knew every Black person was going to come out and vote for him, except Brown.
I told you, I voted for the nigga once I realized white people was going to vote for the nigga. I wasn't throwing away my vote. I'm a practical voter, and I don't trust white people to do right by me. I'm sorry. That's just the way they have fooled me too many times. I thought we was on this train, and then they let this orange Cheeto Satan into the White House. I'm tired of white people fooling me. I'm tired of it, sir. So I can only do what I know to be true. And I know that 90% of Black women are going to hold me down. Only 84% of Black men are going to hold me down. And I got to do what I got to do. While 53% of white women ain't going to hold me down. So why should you get my support? The only white woman I'm riding for is Elizabeth Warren. And she ain't get the nomination.
There was a piece of me that wanted Elizabeth, but you know, I understand too that might have been too much for people. But
nah. Oh, they really hate Elizabeth Warren because white people ain't loyal. I've been saying that for years. Shoot, y'all get a white woman nominated and y'all don't hold her down. Like when Barack was in there, we all held him down. We ain't care. We voted on in droves. Like even Negroes who voted for George W. Bush, they was like, nah. Colin Powell was like, I'm voting for Barack Obama, and he ain't vote for no Democrat ever. We was like, we is out. I think even Michael Steele voted for Barack Obama at least once. You know, all these black Republicans were like, yo, we got support. Like I'm feeling the hope and the change right now, and that kind of shows like how dope it is to be black. And that's why when we talk about double standards, when we talk about Kamala as compared to Hillary Clinton, I got to also think about how my blackness plays into this fray of how I'm judging the both of them, and I'm seeing it. But I do say, because we are minorities and we're forced to have birds of a feather flock together, I know we're not a monolith, but there's safety in numbers. So, nigga, you can have all your dissension and opinions, but keep that shit to yourself and vote accordingly. Nigga, I understand you are upset and she is the ops. Nigga, you still better vote for the better choice. Yeah, you said that was cathartic for you. You feel better now? Yeah. She locked up a lot of niggas. You know who's killing a lot of niggas right now? So shut up and get to voting and quit playing games, because we got a job to do and we got to be adults about this, because it's safety in numbers. So we got to think about the team.
Because I think Biden has been like butchering a lot of interviews and like just stuff that you've been seeing him do lately. Anything public speaking wise, I think he's just been butchering. So I feel like at least Kamala there, I'm hoping. Let's just say I'm being hopeful.
You know, I'm just gonna say it. You know,
let the clip go.
I don't understand how he got the nomination. I mean, and I understand how he got it, and I know why he got it, but I think he's already
contradictions, ain't you?
Well,
you understand and you don't understand. I'm confused
I understand
by your words.
I understand it from the vantage point of, you know, he's had the experience, you know, the Obama card that plays a part into it as well.
And the memes.
Of course the memes. The other part though that I'm worried about is his age, but then also he, you know, I believe he's still grieving over his son losing a child, and you know, I don't know if he took enough time to really manage all of that and tend to get back into the race. I don't know. It just seems like too much PTSD for me.
That's why I think Kamala's going to be president. That's why I truly think.
That's just a lot for one man to carry at his age.
That's why he's already said he's only going to run 4 years. So this is my thoughts. And we know why he won. Black people, older black people, carry that man, forget forward and everything across the finish line. Older black people. And you got to understand, why did older black people do this? I want to say it was some CNN commentator. Let's say it's Bakari Sellers. That's my homie from Morehouse. Shout out to the house. I think he may have said this on CNN.
That's your actual homie?
Yeah.
I hate you, Cass. I
Like,
hate you so
I don't call nobody. Hey, Cass, I don't barely call y'all. So what do you think I'm going to call him for?
That is a valid point.
Like, if you text him, will he respond to you? Do you even have his number?
I don't have nobody's number no more, man. Leave me alone. Anyway. But nah, he from South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. We was a South Carolina club and all that good stuff. And he was president of my SGA.
South Carolina? I don't know if you guys have a sign, but it just seemed appropriate.
Stop it. Stop it right now, B. Anthony. Stop it right now. So he said it as best is that black people watch Joe Biden be vice president for 8 years. And not once in those 8 years did that man undercut Barack Obama, try to outshine Barack Obama, undermine Barack Obama. He followed lockstep. He followed the leadership of a black man. And there ain't too many white people in America who will follow behind a black man or a black person and not try to undercut them, undermine them, and all that. And this says a lot, that someone who will listen and follow the directive that's going on. And so black people felt that. Now, I talked to my mama. She is a older black person. She's been on the podcast. She is a boomer. I've already told her to her face that boomers are trash. And I said their generation has contributed nothing culturally to the American culture. They gave us greed. They gave me the gimmies. And now the children got to be the mess.
I wish I was there.
Oh, no, I told her. And she fought. So she fought that dynamic, but clearly I was right, and she conceded as much later on. But he got me. Oh, he threw me off. But at least I say with Biden that he can be moldable. He's going to follow I think he's going to follow what we're saying to the trends, because the boomers didn't trust Bernie Sanders. They didn't trust that pie in the sky type thing. It's too far-fetched. They didn't trust the Elizabeth Warrens. It was too far to the left for them. Me personally, thank you, boomers. Socialism don't look that bad to me no more. Like, y'all tried to bump me up in the 80s. I was all about it. The Red Scare and the Russians were always the enemy, and socialism is bad. And then 2008 happened, and I was like, nah, we need some protections, Jack. Ain't no jobs in these streets. I got all this debt and all this. Like, nah, nigga, I need that good work. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Capitalism is not being administered fairly for all us to be upwardly mobile. So I need someone that speaks for me. The person that closely speaks to the things I feel now is AOC, but she ain't 35 yet. So she can't run for president because she actually went to college, got debt, was a bartender. She understands the ways of the struggles of the street. While all them senators, they've been millionaires for years. You know what I'm saying? Most of them. Like, how are government going to represent us when they don't represent the common man? Because it's impossible almost as a common man to become a congressperson. And one of the few people that done that was Kamala Harris. Not Kamala Harris, AOC.
AOC, yeah.
Because Kamala Harris, did the lawyer and all that stuff. She's exceptional Negro status, But then again, maybe one of us become something one day, and they be like, "Oh man, he speaks for the common man." Until they start listening back to old podcasts.
Be like, that nigga spitting. Nah. No? All right, cool.
Yo, so I'm gonna make it funny before we end this podcast, right? That racism about to be over. And this is why I say like this, while racism is about to be over. We ain't gonna have none of we can't say that it occurs anymore. For the Senate of South Carolina, Lindsey Graham's main opponent is a black man named Jamie Harrison. Jamie Harrison at some points has been leading in the polls of South Carolina to beat Lindsey Graham. If Jamie Harrison beats Lindsey Graham, that will mean South Carolina will have 2 black men representing them in the Senate.
Wow.
It's going to be hard for us to say that racism is still alive if South Carolina has 2 black people representing them in the Senate. I'm like, nigga, you got me there. You win.
I'm like, why is it only 2? Just like, no, how come more people?
Yeah. South Carolina, though. It ain't like it's like California got 2 black people. It'll be South Carolina.
They're just doing it for face. I don't.
Yeah.
Have you been to South Carolina? They don't care about no goddamn face. We started the Civil War. We don't care about none of that.
I actually haven't been to South Carolina in years.
I went 2 years ago, and no offense, my family's from South Carolina, but it was so slow. Like, it was nothing to do. Like,
did
I
you
was
see
bored.
the WAPs?
No.
Some white ass people.
I hate you.
You see some white ass privilege?
Oh
We
man.
did go. We went to a wedding on the golf course, and the Caucasian community that was there was very confused as to why there was a lot of black people, preventing them from playing on the green, because the couple that was getting married, one's a lawyer and the other's in the medical field. Beautiful wedding. I've never seen anything like it. But the whites, they weren't happy. They weren't happy at all.
They were like, what are these niggas doing? Why are they on our? We're trying to play 16 here. I'm in the fairway, and these niggas are just blocking away.
And we had chicken and waffles at the wedding too.
Oh, you niggas. Oh, nah, I know those white people were letting that everyone go. So I know they were. Oh, Lord. I know they're like, nigga, do you see them niggers? Do you see them with the... Oh, Lord. Was it good, though?
It was good. And then he's, let me get it right. I get the fraternities confused. He's Alpha, And so they did a stroll at the wedding as well. I felt like I was in school days. It was good.
Good stuff right there. Well, fellas, I hear a shower next to be going on, so I think I might got a business to do. Man, it's been a pleasure talking with you guys. Any final thoughts?
I just want to let you guys know once I finish up here at the new place, maybe we could have a new Bordeaux. Maybe, who knows?
We'll see.
I gotta work on my man cave. Give me some time.
Well, if you in Upper Marlboro,
Yeah.
how far in Upper Marlboro?
Ooh.
Like he's like 15 minutes from your old spot.
Maybe not throw out like names of places. Just like I don't need people coming to look at me, trying to find me now.
Hey, look.
Big,
Wait,
I mean, it's a big area. Like about 15 minutes from your old spot, Brown.
Hey, yo, they be like, when we used to watch The Wire, say, yeah, I got a family out in the county somewhere.
That's up in Marlboro. Somewhere in the county. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere up under.
That shit is huge, and I ain't gonna lie. I was like trying to look for like the nearest like food for Uber Eats. I was like, why is everything saying an hour away? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I want to just thank you guys for your support and for supporting me on my thing that I did last week. Meant a lot, so thank you.
Oh, no problem, man.
I apologize, I couldn't be there.
Oh, I knew I still had your support though. I actually want to apologize to you. I've gotten some notes back about my rant as it relates to your engagement. I will do better as a human being.
No, it was beautiful. I loved it. Don't bother me one day.
Hey, yo, hey, if I ain't taught you anything, sometimes you gotta speak what's on your chest, man.
Yeah, you gotta let it out. Yeah, whatever's on your chest, you just gotta let that shit out.
Let it go.
But I didn't pay attention to as it was happening. The ad libs that Slim and Brown were doing as it was happening. I thought that was like, I hate you, Cass. It's like, when did they say all this? But no.
That's what I was laughing at, because I'm sitting next to them and I just hear Slim just staring at me looking. I'm like, I hear you and I hear him. So I'm just like, this is funny.
That's the joy when we actually got the mic, so we can actually I be whispering stuff all the time now. And you don't catch it till you listen back on the playback.
Yeah, I was like, they said all that? Like, oh, okay. And then the part when I said I was going to therapy, I think it was Slim who was like, F you, Cass, or something like that. It was just like...
That's what he be saying in therapy. Fuck you, Cass. Fuck you, Cass.
Let y'all boy go. All right, before they get a little too loud in there, I want to say I'm Mr. Brown.
Slim.
Cass with the dap.
Be Anthony about that WAP.
And we are the
Roadies.
Ayo Slim.
Ayo Slim. You gave me the wrong number.
I'm not gonna do that.
That's the wrong number.
I love it. Yes, Brown, yes. But I'm not a rapper.